Welcome to NBA first round action on ESPN, presented by Mountain Dew. Here at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, elevation 5,280 feet. Underway in the playoffs for the first time.
Guys who average double figures, mainly because two of the top five scorers missed plenty of games, Harris and Bart. Oh, that was close.
Harris got a piece of that. Knocked it out of DeRozan's hands. Derek White kicks it out to Bryn Forbes, a dead-eye shooter, and that's what he does.
He's one of them.
Great story, Bryn Forbes, undrafted out of Michigan State. And that's what he does, dropping dime. 7 on the shot clock for Derek White. Good defense by Harris, but a better shot off glass here in game 1 of this Western Conference opening round playoff series. A crusher screen by Jokic on Patty.
Their two best player, 24 and 20.
Looks like he's embracing the bright lights of the playoffs here so far. And this is his first playoff appearance as DeMar DeRozan, that time by Gary Harris.
What I like early right now, Mark, is that Denver is holding San Antonio to one shot.
Floater good by Will Barton.
DeRozan. That will open up the perimeter game.
Barton left wide open, passed up the 3, and drills the 2.
You're playing with 4 other guys who can score, so your game has to change. It's called chemistry.
And there's what we've been waiting for a season, regular season for the San Antonio Spurs, averaging right around 21 per contest.
Now they have not double-teamed Aldridge or DeRozan.
And there's the guy that has
teams here that are going to try to lock you up so that you do not get good looks on the 3. Now you see, that's the first time that on that pick and
coaching job by Coach Popovich, and tends to take his greatness on the bench for granted sometimes. Here's Rudy Gay. Mid-range pull-up is good.
San Antonio gets you 38 a game, and Denver will get you 36 or 37. So they're very productive.
Malik Beasley short, got his own rebound and put it back in.
You think about it, stepped in and replaced Harris and Barton and did a fantastic job.
What a breakout performance this year by Beasley, and that's nothing new for Marco Bellinelli.
22 years of being in the playoffs. I think they're proving that.
Yeah, it's working. Rudy Gay off the mark. Aldridge with a second follow, puts it back home.
That's been rare in this.
Accomplished so far this year. We've done well. Believe in what we've done, because after all, it's just basketball.
Before he came here, he was an outstanding player.
It's a little bit upset there on the sidelines. And hey, the good news is that Coach Pop stuck around for more than just 90 seconds like he did about a week ago.
If you're San Antonio, DeRozan and Aldridge are 4 for 12. If you're Denver, Jokic and Murray are 2 for 7.
So they've missed 11 of the last 12 before. Millsap now with 7. DeRozan inside, got to his sweet spot.
Basketball where he's the most comfortable. Millsap just got away with a forearm to the chest.
Missing his little floater. Back out to Beasley. Butter.
By Beasley, he gives you 11 points a game. But the key, he shoots 47, 40 and 3s, 85 on the line.
Hurdle off the nice feed.
Just to how the game is going to be called from night to night in playoff.
Rosen double team. They take it out of his hands. Good ball fake by Derek White. You know, Derek White,
right? Well, right now we have 2 Brahmas banging around in there. Aldridge and Jokic trying to post up in the post.
And Forbes with a one-step fadeaway. That's a second personal foul on Jokic. White out top. Tough shot on the baseline, and he knocked it down.
He offensive rebounds without leaving his feet. He just raises up his arm.
Harris rising up and got the finger roll.
Rebounds and the 6 assists are big improvements in his overall game.
Rudy Gay lobs it up for Pirtle. Great find.
Beautiful pass.
Great defense by Rudy Gay. Good hustle to keep the ball in play. Up to Forbes. He goes glass and gets the soft touch. Back at Murray. Rudy Gay being guarded by Millsap. Gay with the drive-by off glass.
The bench, 14 points, 7 boards, shooting over 50%, over 40 in threes.
Harris on the drive and a sweet
pretty.
finish. Playoffs, so a couple of years ago, he tore his Achilles tendon. It was a long road back, but really felt like he rounded back to his old self when he hit this calendar and the Nuggets. And got his own miss back.
Oh,
Bill Barton, I'll tell you sometimes,
especially the people in the first row. No one knew where he was going with that one.
Rudy Gay from downtown got it.
40%. And, you know, that's something that he always had the mid-range game going. Every place he was, he could score.
That's 2 in a row now over White.
But they're getting better looks now. They're getting good looks.
They're shooting 38% now. Bellinelli hitting the jump. Contribution off the bench with 8 points.
And the battle of the benches, this would be big throughout the series.
Well, Will Barton
wants to go.
White spins on Murray, kicks it out. Rudy Gay connecting again on a 3-ball.
But he makes the perfect pass, and then the shooter makes the big hit.
Murray changed his shot and missed. Millsap with the putback. There's DeRozan. Got a good screen from Pirtle. White on the move, goes with it, and gets a little runner in the lane. Don't forget, coming up on the Toyota halftime, a wild first day in the playoffs with a couple of big upsets. Road teams winning. Michelle, Stan, Jalen, and Paul breaking it down for you. Rudy Gay out front. People forget Rudy Gay has a gold medal and a world championship gold medal with USA Basketball. And that's the look of it. Spurs hanging 59 on the board here in the first half. Murray.
Pretty.
Great reverse layup with 0.5 to go. Caught fire at the end of the second quarter, missing here to start the third. Derek White from mid-range, and he keeps the beat going for the
good shots. It's just about stepping in and taking them. He said on the defensive end, though, Bryn Forbes, Derek White, and Rudy Gay are kicking their butts. He said, if you would have told me that LaMarcus Aldridge had to
shoot over 80%.
Jokic kicks it back out to Barton. They just call him Thrill. Cut it down to 3.
Now they're back in this now. The main thing is they're not going to shoot that poor of a percentage in 3.
Barton contorting his body. And the Spurs with the board. Well, we have gone up and down without either team. Oh, he caught a body. White with some dynamite.
Oh, now let me tell you, we had a great look at that. That was an incredible move by this young fella. Remember now, he and Forbes have been scoring a ton of. Just watch this. I'm going in. I'm going right up over the top of you. Has got to understand. Come on, we've got a great center. They can't play the guy in a low post. We could maximize this guy.
Aldridge finally breaking test by the Spurs. Battling underneath, Barton with the rebound.
Okay, Barton has been everywhere tonight.
Jokic
Pretty.
off glass.
Hey, this guy.
Payne. Bertans with a nice block. Mills on the move. Great time. Bellinelli missed the reverse. And Aldridge there to clean. Getting bodied up by Jokic. Aldridge knocking down the mid-range jumper. Those second unit guys come in.
Pretty.
Wheels on Aldridge, and he's approaching.
Has eyes for gray shirts at the blue team's end of the court.
Rudy Gay, that's like a workout move for him. Jokic working off the elbow. Looking to back down Aldridge. Murray with a tough look and got it.
It's all right.
And rebounded by Malik Beasley.
Right here now.
Beasley on the move, in a rush. Over the top! Wow, he tried to crush that.
Now, right now, you can see Bertans is very upset. He thought that he had a charge.
Bills. Off the Plumlee screen. Plumlee with that floater goes.
Now, Gay.
Jay Morris with that floater. Boy, he has been a real
struggling big. But like we've told you a number of times now, in the 2 losses this year in this building, he only averaged 13.
And Craig makes it a 2-point game. I just had a spectacular night here in his homecoming. Told you a little bit earlier, I went to Colorado Springs, a D2 school.
Forbes is 5 for 8 from the floor. He's got double figures.
Beasley inside, put his head down. and one. What about Denver depth? DeRozan kicks it back out to Bertans. Run him off the three-point line. Pirtle with the short. Look,
I tell you, he can't get a good look. The double-team guy gets in so fast, he's had to adjust his shooting.
mid-range jumper drops that time. You're not going for the old altitude excuse, huh?
I don't want to hear that, okay? I really don't. I remember I coached in the ABA. We used to have to play here 6 times. At the other end, Jokic, only 7 shots, but he's got 12 boards and 11 assists.
Bryn Forbes lunching and hitting nothing but he has 15 now. Lead up to 6. Harris gets into the paint and feeds Jokic.
Screen. And it's so close because it's just a little bit above the foul line. Then if big guy, if Jokic rolls, he's open also.
Aldridge counters
from the left side. I know that. But that was far away.
Harris for 3. Got it. And it's a 1-point contest.
Now Harris and B are shooting a very, very high percentage.
DeRozan rising up, and he drills it.
So there's your double. Let's see where Aldridge. Too late. You're too late on your move.
Bertans with a deep 3.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Never. Malone comes back with his starters with a little over 4.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Harris, Jokic, Murray, Millsap, and Barton. And Harris guarding DeRozan. Mills with a step back over Murray. Yes.
Yes.
During that last time out, Murray.
There it is.
The paint. Good contest by White. And Murray took it back and won. Wow.
Also the missed foul shooting and everything. No matter how the game goes.
Rosen with double pumps, emulating the guy that he grew up with. 13-3 in games decided by 3 or less, an NBA best. Murray. It's a 1-point game. Denver doesn't need to foul. They can just get a stop here. DeRozan rising up.
Oh, good.
And Denver can win it on the last possession. They go to Murray. He got the screen from Jokic. Murray rising up for the lead. Misfiring. Aldridge clears the board. And the Spurs get exactly 1 for 2 from the line tonight. And it's nothing but net.
Remember, no dilly-dallying in the backcourt. This ball has got to get up quick.
So the question now, does San Antonio foul or not?
That's correct. Do you foul? It will always depend upon the philosophy of
they lost it. White with the steal. They combust internally.
In fouling. Others say we will live with the percentage and our defense.
And game 1 is in the books. The Spurs hang on to steal it. 101-96, and a tough night for Jamal Murray. Meanwhile, Greg Popovich with 1,413 career wins